to be working. Try to open the document. Maybe now? I don't know. Try chatting now. Because it says that there's somebody in my chat. And it should show me both. Okay, there we go. I can see. Nice. Alright. So, like I was saying, I record all the information from the overworld. So I have a spreadsheet here that will tell me where is the tectonic neovite. The last time that I mined one of these rocks, I got a shard. I hope this time I get a shard from it as well. Takes a lot of energy to mine from these. Just one more. Come on. Shard. There we go. So I did get a shard. So I've gotten shards from that particular rock 100% of the time. Perfect. Right now, the plants do not attack, don't do anything. They're eventually going to add in a mechanic where they actually fight back. You have to like subdue the plant. And these are the singularities that house the encounters for the alluvials. See what's in it. That's not bad. It's only 3 alluvials though, and for the encounter to cost 562 energy out of my possible 4,195, I can wait. So what I'm gonna do is actually there's gonna be better ones. This is only the first one we found. So there's gonna be better encounters. We're just gonna leave this one and ignore this one. There's another one down there that I can see with my nether sight and some rocks. So we will find better. We're just gonna skip that one. We got an albite ore deposit. Pretty sure these sometimes give shards. We're gonna go ahead and mine it out, and then I'll look at my spreadsheet real quick. Nope, not that time. So if I add that to my spreadsheet that I'm tracking, that was my 13th time I mined out an albite deposit, and only 23.08% of the time I have actually found a shard from those. So a little bit worse. I scan it just to see if there's a shard in there or not. Eventually your scanning power will be stronger. The rocks themselves, it only costs 20 energy to scan and 80 energy to actually mine it. When you're scanning one of the singularities, it's something closer to like 100 to scan, or 120, and then over 500 or 600 to actually encounter and go into the instance. So if I scan and it shows me that there's only 5 things to gather, and I gather them all with my next extraction of 80 energy, then I don't have to waste more energy trying to gather what's left, because I can see there's nothing there. So I'm trying to save energy, but it would be better if I upgraded my equipment. Then I could see like what's actually in these hidden slots that we just see like white right now. That's not a bug. That's actually meant to be there. Whenever you're upgrading your visor and your equipment, it will allow you to see more of the things here that are hidden from you. Yeah. So yeah, I've just mined it out twice, so I've spent 160 energy plus the 20 for the scan, and there's literally only just one thing there left. So I mean, I don't really want to spend more energy just to grab one item, one resource. That's not worth the cost of energy. And I gotta update the spreadsheet with that. So Albite, we did not find anything there. The shards are what we're after, so if we can find more shards, that would be amazing. Scan this one, see what we got. This one's better. Yeah, you got it. So you can either risk it for one item, or don't gamble 80 energy for one item. Well, not only that, but like if I'm spending 80 energy, I want that 80 energy to give me 3 or 4 items whenever I spend that energy to collect from the rock. If I'm spending 80 energy just to collect one thing that's left in the rock, you're not using your energy economically, right? I could use that same energy on the next rock and get 3 or 4 items instead of the one to collect from. So this instance is better than the one we previously found. This one's got 4 alluvials in it. I might actually save this instance. So what we want to do here, I forget what the button is. I think it's F. So I can set down this little ball, this orb, and I can teleport back to this thing anytime I want. So I'm going to set it here. It's going to pop up, create this little thing, so that later in the run I can come back here and I can enter this singularity, as long as I still have how much? 562 energy is what I need for that. And in the meantime, we're going to go over here. See what's in this one. this is all an instance. So you are in here in this instance by yourself. There's actually 5 alluvials here. That's interesting. I like the other one better because it's got more than just Atlas. So I'm just going to leave this one alone too. These rocks are not good. Let me see. Of the 23 of these that I've ever mined, only 16% of the time I get a shard out of it. But there's a lot of resources here, so let's go ahead and use some of our energy. I still need to upgrade a lot of equipment. So for 80 energy, I only got 2 items here. 4 items, or was that, no, 5? And 3 from the last one. So we mined that out. There wasn't any shards. 0 shards. Collecting all this data now is going to be extremely important because let's say we have 100 scholars running around and they're collecting from all these rocks. I can literally give them all this data that I've collected months prior to launch that says if you mine from this rock, you will get more shards than the other rocks. So some of these rocks in the beginning, if our objective is to purely collect shards and capture more alluvials, some of these rocks we might just be able to skip altogether if the chance at finding shards are higher on other rocks. So with two mines, I got everything there. No shards though. So while I can play this game for free, it's really nice being able to just run around and collect things without actually spending money. I do want this lynx, but I don't really want all those Archies. So I think I'll skip this one too. Yeah, I have a hard time playing games and not collecting data on them. We're just gonna mine this out. I got 2 shards from it. There we go. Nice. That was rare. So that was my 25th bismuth I've mined, and with those 2 shards found, that means I've found shards 24% of the time mining those rocks. It just jumped from like 16% to 24%. Alright. Let's go over here, see some more activity this way. What do we got? Oh, just 2 Archies. It's not good enough. Not good enough for the energy spent. That was unlucky. I got nothing. Just 1 item left. I'm gonna go ahead and waste the energy. And I got a rare shard out of it. that was lucky. So, okay. So that was an albite ore. So we did find one shard there. We're about 25% accumulation of shards with that rock as well. There's some morphopods over there on the ground, but I don't want to go all the way over there. Let's see if we can climb. It might be just too tall. Need to get someplace higher. There we go. See some more ore deposits above. And another singularity floating around. Not worth it. I did forget. I have been taking screenshots of the encounters, the instances that I scan, because I want to know how many times it takes to encounter certain alluvials. So I've also been saving that data as well. What is this? Brightland Steps. Got some more morphopods over here. Come on. It won't let me shoot them. What about these? Where'd they go? Oh well. Morphopods don't really do anything. Supposedly they might be an element to Illuvium 0. You collect them in the overworld, and it might give you some sort of benefit in Illuvium 0 to like boost your buildings, make them produce a little bit more. I don't know. There we go. Another shard. Yeah, everything requires energy. Every time I scan, every time I gather. The morphopods don't require energy. And traversing the environment and walking around doesn't require any energy. But every time I interact, scan, or acquire materials from a plant, scan, acquire materials from a rock, or interact with the singularities. Those are the things that drain your energy. And your energy is basically what you purchase with your fuel each time you do a run. So one more shard found there. I've got 1900 energy left. see what we got. You were asking what your energy is and how you spend it. I was saying that anytime you scan or interact with a plant to get materials, you scan or interact with a ore deposit rock to get materials, and anytime you scan or enter into an instance in a singularity, you spend a little bit of energy, and you can upgrade your equipment to spend less energy. So I've got some little chips implanted into my Mozart. It allows me to spend a little bit less on encounters and mining cost here. Heat map accuracy, chance to escape are both increased. And then my mining cost again is decreased. So mining is what I focused on so far. And those are the best little microchips that I've added to Mozart that have helped me out so far. No. You're going to spend the exact same energy to enter into the singularity regardless of how many alluvials and how strong the alluvials are. That's why you scan first, because maybe my team, my deck that I currently have equipped, is not strong enough to fight tier 5 alluvials, for instance, or maybe an instance might have like 6 or 7 alluvials, and I don't know that going in. If I had weaker alluvials than what I know I can't defeat, then I will waste that 500 to 600 energy to attempt to combat those alluvials inside the singularity. If I just jumped in straight away. So by scanning first, I know that there's only like 3 or 4 alluvials there. I can see what rarity they are, and I know without a doubt I can use my team to defeat what's in there. Yes, the energy will always be the same. So in theory, right now, I only have enough energy remaining to enter into 3 singularities and capture alluvials. So that might be what I focus on now. I've already captured some, I've already acquired some shards for this run. So let's see. This was 562. So let's do, what is 562 times 3? 1,686. So technically I can mine from 1 rock. I can mine once from this rock, right? I'm not going to scan. I'm just going to mine from it. We're just going to get whatever we get. Just 1 item. That's fine. And now I've already found some singularities that have some things that I want to fight. This one only had Archies. We found some better ones than just that. So let's go back. Let's go back and find some of the better ones that we found. We got to be quick though, because the instance will close in on us shortly. There's one over there. I want to save the orb for last. There's a reason for that. So this one's got the 3 Archies and the Lynx. This one's good. We'll spin the energy on this one. So at the top up here, there's this purple bar, and it says 212. And I have mastery points of 500. Each of the gold numbers are my mastery points that it requires to play each one of these cards that I own. I definitely want him. He's my tank. I definitely like the Cuculus and the Lynx. And notice how this purple bar keeps shrinking. I've only got 97 left. I think if I bond with him, add this weapon, that still leaves me with enough dimensional stability. That's what this is called. I couldn't think of the name at first, but I will have 73 points of dimensional stability left to capture some of these alluvials after I win the battle. And every time I use one of my shards here in just a minute, it will use up some of that dimensional stability until it goes below 0. And at that point, I'm kicked out of the instance. If they escape from my shards or if they run away, I lose the chance to capture them at that point. So let's play this out. Win the battle. I was kind of surprised my Lynx didn't even die. So the Lynx is a tier 2. I'll use a common shard. Try to capture the Lynx. I used 35 energy. Dimensional stability energy. And I caught him. Nice. So there's one. Let's add that data also to my spreadsheet. So I used a common shard to capture a Lynx. Nice. So the data here, the hit points, everything are just kind of placeholders. They don't have actual levels or stats for the alluvials just yet. But now I have 38 remaining dimensional stability. That means I have a chance to actually capture 2 more of these. I have 2 more attempts. Yeah, the Bloodline preview is pretty cool too. So I use 30 to capture one of these. I have 8 left. He broke out last minute. But thankfully I still have 8 like we planned. That gives me a 3rd attempt. So maybe out of the 3 attempts that we set up for ourselves, we get 2 of the 3. There we go. 2 of 3. I'm going to add that. Where's Archie? Okay, so we got 3, 4, So I've caught an Archie 50% of the time that I've used a common shard. I've also caught the lynx 50% of the time when I've used a common shard. So that is important information to know. It's a fun game. I can show you the survival mode here in a minute. It gets pretty chaotic. The overworld is not as chaotic. The overworld gives you a little bit of a chance to wander around, scan, check for things. Let's see what this one had. Oh, this one had the 4 atlases and the earth alluvial. We're going to go into this one. I'm going to catch whatever I can catch out of this one because there's 5 alluvials. That's a lot. I know I can defeat them all, but 5 alluvials here, and then we're going to port back to that orb that we had saved, and that'll be the end of my run. So we're going to do the axon here. I'm going to put on my weapon to this guy. I'm actually going to wait to bond with the cuculus. Let's bond with him. When I put Rhoda out there, we should have 3 air. Why is it just 2? Interesting. I thought it would be 3 because I just bonded. Oh well. We're going to put out monk ear. And we're just going to leave the links off of this one. Maybe. Maybe I should use links instead of monk ear. That leaves me with 76. So if it costs 30 to capture each one, I'll get 3 chances again. I don't think it matters. Either way, I'm going to get 3 chances. So I like Lynx. He's a little bit stronger stat-wise than Monk Ear. We're just going to go with this one. Tempest is a better version of Air. So we got Totopi and Atlases. Let's capture the Totopi first. Was that my first one? I don't know. I'll have to add this. I think it's my first one I ever caught. So I've got to add him to my spreadsheet. 1 second. Goodness. All right. Got him first try. Let's see if we can capture 2 atlases. Nope. Got one more try. Got him. It's going to be so stressful whenever like this is a ram fire or something and you know you've only got like a 50% chance to catch it and you're tossing out your best shard you have to try to improve that chance and it still fails. Like I'm going to be cursing and throwing my headset. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a fun game. Hey, when there's money on the line and you've spent money to capture that thing and it appears and then runs away or breaks out of the shard, yeah. I would love to have a camera on you too when that happens. We'll see. We'll see what your true emotions are when the time comes. All right, so we barely have enough energy to go back to our teleport. Where is it? I don't even know what I'm looking for. I don't know what it looks like. Is that it? No. Encounter portal. This is it. Yes? No. Teleport beacons? I set one down, did I not? Where did it go? You can see the instance collapsing in on me. Well, where's this one? This is it. There it is. I had to zoom in. Oh my gosh. It was hidden. It was so close to the instance. It was hidden. Okay. So we got to it. Let's enter. Freaking myself out because I can't see it. So we've caught 4 alluvials so far. This is a good run. And if I can manage to do another 3 chances here, we might end up with another 2 possibly. Capturing 6 alluvials would be huge. Let's start on this side. We're going to take this one guy out by himself and just steamroll the rest of them. None of them are tier 2, so it'll take 30 per catch. That should be enough. My 4-ish versus their 4. We'll see. I think this is enough. Nice. Okay. So I really want the monkeys. If I can get both of these, I can upgrade him to stage 2. Come on. Nice. There's one. Let's upgrade that. So we have now caught one of those. Maybe I don't have one of these. My spreadsheet says otherwise. So if I capture these both, these will be my first ones. I thought I had one. Nice. We're on a roll tonight. Okay. Empath. Yeah, I guess I don't have him. I have the rogue ape, not the empath one. And between the two of these, I'm not a huge fan of Archie. I'm already using him as a stage 2, so any more of him that I capture allow me to evolve him to a stage 3 sooner. Wow. Okay, all 3. We just captured 7 alluvials in one run. Congratulations. Yeah, 3 out of 3 on that encounter. That was good. That was good. So yeah, what I was saying about the overworld collapsing on you a minute ago, I'll go ahead and show you that now. Now that it doesn't matter, I've already used all my energy. And it even says in the bottom right here, overload in progress. So it's already skipped me. Does it continue while I'm inside the instance? Because that's cheating. See it? See it shrinking around me like the storm in Fortnite? This is what happens after you spend 80% of your energy in the overworld. This enclosure shrinks and basically boots you back to the obelisk here in the middle of the map, or wherever the obelisk is. And it just keeps shrinking. Isn't that cool? So, I mean, it's still very, I don't know, PvE-ish, where it's just you and the environment, but they added this mechanic to the overworld to make it a little bit more difficult. You don't have all the time in the world. Like, once you hit that 80% of your energy and you've only got that little bit of energy left, like if I go out, I'm just gonna die again. $29 health left. This mechanic, so I'm told, is a way to allow players to possibly earn a little bit more from the overworld as long as it's with that remaining energy. So if you go into the instance and you're just a normal, you know, casual player, and you spend 80 energy and then just AFK and stand there, well, this is going to kick you out. You're not going to ever spend that extra 20% of your energy at the end and earn those additional rewards that you technically, quote unquote, paid for. But there's a competitive edge to be able to like plan my little waypoint that I can go back to one of those little singularities, spend some of my energy at the end of my run really quickly so that this doesn't have a chance to shrink around me very quickly. And I can use all my energy efficiently every single run. And I was able to capture 7 alluvials this time. So I've got one more thing that I want to do. I always go to this screen right here, and I take a screenshot of this and save it. So I have a screenshot of every single run that I've ever done so far. And we can go back and look at these later. How many shards was that? 1, 5. So we only got 5 shards, but we captured 7 alluvials. That's really good. So now we gotta teleport back. Everything you see here in the forge is also spending money, essentially. Every time you go in here and cure your shards. So I've got 4 common shards. I'm spending some kind of fuel to do this whenever the game's released. Same thing here. Here's one of the rare shards. It'll probably cost some sort of amount of fuel. We don't know that yet. And then whenever you're crafting items as well, you use some of the resources that you've collected, but you're crafting an item and it's going to cost a little bit of fuel. You've got equipment like jetpacks, mag boots, your visor, things that are going to help you explore and scout the overworld. Augments, these are plant materials, the ones that I'm not gathering right now because they're kind of useless, but augments are like add-ons. They're buffs to make each of your individual alluvials stronger, and it even tells you what they do here. So gain 3 energy, regen. This one says enemies within 25 hexes have their attack speed reduced by 20%, piercing damage 40% to physical and energy resist. This one's every 3 seconds, allies within 20 hexes heal for 5% of their missing health. On Omega, gain a shield equal to 200% of your maximum energy for 5 seconds. And there's much better ones. Let's see. Let's look at the Exalted. tier 3, tier 4, tier 4. Here we go. Let's look at these. Every third auto attack inflicts poison, wound, and frost, and deals 5% of the target's max health as pure damage on a 2-second cooldown. This one, Vampiric Price. Gain 15% physical and energy vamp. Gain an additional 15% the first time, dropping below 50% health. And every third attack heals for 2% of maximum health and gain 100 maximum health. 2-second cooldown. Exalted Final Abounding says holders Omega can critical inflict burn on critical, and criticals ignore crit reduction, gain 10% crit chance. Yeah, these are just insane. Vengeful Smite. Every third auto attack inflicts poison and wound and deals 5% of the target's max health as pure damage. So this is just a much better version of the one that we were reading earlier. Yeah. So some of those are really cool, but to play against the computer in the overworld, it's not really necessary. They're kind of they're OP. They're way overpowered. You don't need the augments to be able to play Overworld, defeat the Overworld teams that you're going to encounter, unless you're trying to beat an entire team of Illuvials that you encounter with one single Illuvial. You can add augments to that one Illuvial and maybe beat an entire team with one Illuvial if that was your goal. So gems you combine and will enchant your gear so that it does a certain affinity of damage. So Thorn Slayer over here is obviously going to be attuned to the element of nature because it uses the nature gems. The Gauntlet here uses Fire Gem, so it's going to do fire damage. Same thing here, Wind Scythe. You're going to be doing air damage. And that just that only really affects your ranger. So if your ranger has air affinity on your weapon and you what do you call it, when you bond with another Illuvial, if it is also air, then your ranger transforms into the affinity of what was it we were talking about just a minute ago, the Tempest. There we go. That's the word I was looking for. So if your weapon is air, you would bond with an air Illuvial, you become Tempest attribute with your ranger. So that's what that's really all that matters. So if you have a bunch of nature Illuvials that you're fighting with, then you want your weapons to be nature as well. Or maybe you don't. Maybe you want a affinity that has nature and earth. Maybe that's what you're going for. And so your weapon can be nature, and then you bond with a earth Illuvial, and it combines to create whatever that affinity is. I can't think of it off the top of my head, but yeah, the combination of earth and air. But yeah, all of these weapons can be any affinity you want them to be. So even though this technically says nature, there's other spears, scepters, whatever they are, that are air type or other affinities as well. That other gauntlet was fire. This one's earth. So you just find which shield you want. Here, there was an air shield. Here's a fire shield. There's an air shield. Here's a nature gauntlet. So yeah. And then you've got the drone equipment. Increases scan power, reduces chance of escape, increases scan power, improves mining power, reduces scan cost, reduces the encounter energy cost. Yeah, if you're improving mining power, you're able to mine more with the same amount of energy. So like sometimes it'll only give us like 4 or 5 things when we're spending energy. Increasing your mining power will allow you to collect like 6 things, 7 things every time you're using your energy to mine with. So all those things are going to help you. You can increase your weapon slots. Increase your available alluvial slots by 8. So that gives me, 13? I've got 5 by default. So you can get as much as 13 alluvials on your team. But these don't stack. So you have to choose which ones you want and which ones you don't want. So you can't have everything, all these bonuses. You have to choose. Do you want the mining powers, the capture energy cost lowered? Pick which ones you want. Here's the alluvials that I can evolve. So I've already got 3 links that I forgot that I could evolve. I've got the arcane links. So links is basically the Eevee of the Illuvium world. It will evolve into multiple different lines. So each of these links have a different not affinity. A different role. So the arcane links is going to be the magic empath. So he's empath. Nimble links, I believe, is the rogue. Relentless is the fighter, maybe. Exactly. Yeah, if you're trying to accumulate more plants, if that's what your goal is, then you need to stack your drone with those kind of augments on it, those discs. If you're going for rocks or shards, then you need all the bonuses you can get that help you with the rocks. I kind of like this one, and I don't remember if this one's fighter or not, but this one heals for 10% of the damage it deals on its Omega ability. This one stuns. This one lashes out with a wave, dealing Omega power to all enemies that it hits. So area of effect. This one's a medium area of effect. Heals for 6% of Omega power of their missing health per second. This one just heals itself. That's interesting. I do like being able to damage everything in an area and attacking multiple things. So I do like the arcane links. The virtuous links creates a medium area around themselves for 5 seconds. Allies heal for 6% of Omega power of their missing health per second. That sounds pretty strong too. I think I'm going to go with the arcane links, because I already have a few guys on my team who are melee. So I'm hoping the arcane links attacks from a distance. I could be wrong. I think they all are melee type. But I like that. I like the fact that he shoots a wave and could damage multiple enemies with that wave. So we now have an upgraded alluvial. I want to deposit my links, and now we're going to withdraw. Oh, I got a little bit ahead of myself. What was it? I have to fuse him first. We get to watch the fusion animation. Now I own that one. So I can go over here. And where is he? Oh, I think I put it in my team. Yep, he's in my team already because I made room for him. He costs 50. So before Axon was my strongest at 40. And he is a Scion, so he should be ranged. Let's find out. We did Brightland Steps. Let's do an Abyssal Basin run. We'll change up the scenery. I don't do Abyssal Basin very often. I strongly hate this zone. It's much harder to get around than the other two zones. I'm talking a lot more than I normally talk, so I gotta drink some water. Okay, so first things first, let's check our heat map. This is where all the action's going to be at. I don't want to waste my time in all the non-heated zones. Let's go up here, and then we'll curve around this little area. Let's find that. That's funny. These two are like butting up against each other. Most of these lily pads just continue down their path until they get to the end of the level, and then they'll sink. So we should be relatively safe. Just cruising around. But there could be some things over here. Some little morphopods. Come on. Got him. Oh, there's our first rock right up ahead. Like, this zone feels really good. I like the feel of it, but it reminds me of a game where the like toads with weapons popped out of everywhere and like would attack you. And the fact that there's no toads that pop out with weapons and attack me really disturbs me. I want an enemy. Oh, I forgot. Before we move on, what was it? What was that rock? What type of rock was it? I think it was the exact same rock as this one. A feldspar? Or was it bismuth? I forgot. I wasn't even paying attention. I'm having too much fun playing and I forget about my spreadsheet. So what do we got? This one was feldspar. Zero shards found. I'm on the edge, so I gotta head back this way. Come here. There's an encounter. Yeah. I plan on everything going very smoothly with this launch. I think this game's going to be huge. I don't really care too much about the morphopods. Let's just cruise over here. See what we got. There's 5 things. This will be a good one to return to. Let's put it a little further away this time from the instance. Maybe we'll be able to see it on the map this time. There's a lot of little morphopods. Got him. Come on. Yep. Simple? I don't know about that. You let me know how much time you got left, and I'll show you the arena mode that we have access to right now. It's not against another player, but the competitive mode is against a computer. Hey, Thomas. I've still just been playing Illuvium beta. Every once in a while, I'll tune in and I'll hop into my big time beta access, see what they've improved upon. They're pretty slow going. And I was going to buy an account on RebelBots just to see how that one's progressing along, but I haven't actually put the money to buy one of those accounts yet. Are you running out of time? Do you want to see the arena mode? I think this can be a lot more complex than it appears. It appears very simple here in the overworld, but I don't know, man. I'll show you. I'll show you survival mode and how chaotic it can get. You got 30 minutes. Let me go in a couple of these instances. Last Remains. I heard of that one, but I haven't. I didn't look into it further. What did you think was cool about that one? Oh yeah, we get to see our links in action. So I'm going to put our links in the back. We're going to protect him. Definitely want the fighter out front. I'm going to leave it like that. I think that's enough. By the way, my sound, everything, my voice, the stream, everything's coming through very clearly. Y'all can understand me. My voice isn't muffled by the game sounds, sound effects, or music. Everything's running smoothly, by the way, streaming-wise. Let's try to capture a few of these. Nice. So that's one down. Lesser monkeyer. Caught. Try to capture some more of these. I got 2 more chances. Oh man. Last chance. So it just didn't seem terrible. Your bar for Web3 games is pretty low. Illuvium looks solid. Last Remains is like a third-person extraction game. Decent graphics, smooth gameplay with elements of surprise. Sounds interesting. I was interested in the one Gala game. I forget what it's called now, but you were... it looked like a first-person shooter, but it was a survival game, and you were fighting bugs. And I really like games where you're killing bugs. I'm a very Starship Troopers fan kind of guy. I love that genre of games and movie. Feldspar. you hate Zerg, we get it. It's true, it's true. Zerg are evil. So that was the 21st Feldspar I've mined with 0 results of shards. We've only found 9.5% shards from Feldspar. Not very good odds. I think my favorite movie of those is the second one. The second movie is with the creepy bugs that inhabit their bodies and like stealthily take over the base. That movie was my favorite. Because it makes you hate bugs so much. Like, you cannot watch that movie and not, like, just want to eradicate every bug you've ever seen in existence. I was going to go back and explore that... I think I see a rock over there. I was going to go explore that singularity that we found that I didn't enter. Waste some of this energy before I leave. Pretty sure albite deposits have given me quite a few shards. I'll be surprised if we don't get one here. One of those 3 should be a shard. Come on. Damn. Okay, I lied. Sorry, guys. Sorry for misleading you. That was the 17th albite shard I've ever mined, and my chance of finding shards with those are now 23.5%. What do we got? Let's go over here. Jeez. So many morphopods. I don't want you. There's our rock. This is Unreal Engine, the newest Unreal Engine. They started production on the game using Unreal Engine 4, was it? and then migrated everything over into Unreal Engine 5 when it was released. So Geodyne Rock just gave us nothing. The unrealist of real engines. There's a rock. Seismic quartz. And there is a shard right there. Oh my gosh, come on. Got it. Shard number 2. Enium. Yes! A rare and an uncommon shard. Nice. That's it. So seismic quartz just gave us 2 shards. So it appears that was my 3rd time finding a seismic quartz rock, and I have gotten a shard from the rock every single time. 2 of those times it yielded me 2 shards, not just 1. So I have a 167% chance of finding shards from that particular type of rock. Alright. Where are we at? Let's go this way. Don't leave what? No. I'm gonna die. I made it. 25 health. Yeah, I had one more extraction for a common material, and it was just 1. I don't want to waste my energy. I already saw what it was. I'll go extract some other rocks real quick. Another seismic quartz. Already 1. See if we get another 2 out of it. Can we get a 3rd one? Yeah, the blue squares that are filled are the ones that I've already collected. So I still haven't collected this top left shard. And there's 2 still hidden that I haven't collected yet. So I'm going to try again. We got the shard, but there's still 2 that we don't even know what they are. Like, they could be shards. Come on. One of them was. There we go. Hell yeah. Seismic quartz. 3 shards that time. We have a 200% chance of finding shards from seismic quartz. Alright. We're still heading in this direction though. Let's see what we got. The water with the reeds growing up out of the water, I can actually walk on. Any areas that have the water not this shallow will kill me, as you experienced just a minute ago. plants over there. Let's see what we got. This dude walks on water. It would be nice to capture another lynx, and we are just trying to use our energy to get out of here and get back to the arena, so we're just going to go ahead and jump in this one. We're only fighting 3 alluvials. I want to make sure that we win and get a chance to capture all 3. So we want to use our best alluvials, and I'm actually going to take the armor off so that I still have the damage with my weapon, the damage from the lynx, have our tank, and I'll just bond with him. Not that it matters, does nothing for me. And we're going to try to see if this wins. I don't think we win. I think we just lost. Damn it. Okay. So maybe our lynx isn't as strong as I thought it was. It's just a tier 2. It's just a stage 2, guys. Don't get all worked up. It's not that strong. All right. So we came back here. Okay. Try to waste some of our energy. Capture some of these alluvials, as many as we can. Since we have so much stability to work with here, I'm going to try to leave enough energy to capture 4 alluvials if possible. This one's air. This one's rogue. That'll let me capture 3 things. So let's choose him instead. Does that not work? I had frost. If I don't bond with anything, I have 3 air. Which gives me extra dodge chance. And I'll still have enough to capture 3 things afterwards. I'm just going to go like that. Yep, 3 chances. I definitely want to capture the links. No. Nice. I have caught 55.5% of the lynxes. Capture one of these. Come on. Nope. Try again. One more attempt. Come to Papa. Stay in your home. Stay in your ball. There we go. So 2 of 3. 2 of 3 is not bad. And we'll be kicked out. Overload is now in progress, and all I can do is head towards my waypoint, try to find as much as I can real quick. Should be able to find something over here. There's a couple of things. I don't have enough to enter another singularity, but I do have a few hundred energy to spend on some rocks. We'll go ahead and scan it. I'm just going to take it all. One more. 230 energy left. Need to update our spreadsheet real quick. Feldspar is 22 times 0 shards. Okay, we need to go over there. Can I make it? Got it. Here's another rock over there. Go ahead and get to this one, mine it out, and we're done. Oh, that's it. That's all the energy I got. So what do we get? 3 shards, and we got just 2 alluvials. Oh, we got 4 shards, 5 shards, 5 shards, 2 alluvials. Save that screenshot. 1 second. Abyssal Basin. Save. Okay. Let's go back. We are done. We'll go manage everything later. Let's go back. So we've got the arena. We're going to go to competitive mode. Competitive mode and training mode is all we have access to right now. This is not, again, the arena that I play against other players. This is just the survival arena where you're playing against the computer, but this will show you kind of how complicated this game can get really fast. So here's my deck of cards that it gives me to play with. I'm going to look over here, see what the good cards are that it's giving me. I like Titanor, but I want to save 75 or more points each round. Oh. We'll see. Just like in Teamfight Tactics, you can actually save up an economy. Same thing here. You're going to have an economy based on how much points you don't use. So I think we'll be good here. I'm going to put him in front. We'll see. Each wave gets harder. So we've got him. We'll go. I also love how I can zoom in, change the camera, go wherever I want. So I've got them. I'm going to make another rogue. What weapons do we got? Maybe we got enough. Well, that's not good. you can choose where to deploy now, but there's going to be restrictions whenever it becomes an actual PvP based game. So like I can move these freely to decide where I want to go with them because I'm playing against a computer and I see what my computer board I'm up against has, but I don't believe we'll be able to do this when the game actually comes out. You've got access to so many things now. It's ridiculous. Let's put him out there. I like just zooming in and looking at the characters. Let's put another rogue or more scions. Should we do more scions? I like the rogues. The Anteater is a rogue. He'll jump over and attack here. I could put a better tank here to protect against him. All right. What do we got? What do we got? A rogue and this guy. So we really just need to take him out and then him. I don't think I need to add anything to the board. I think I have enough on the board. Shouldn't have any problems. We're only on wave 7 though. I don't trust the Archworld game. It looks decent enough, but I don't know. The network and everything that game's built off of is really sketchy to me. I have about 30 I can use if I wanted to add something like him to the board. There's too many little games like that that have their own network, and I don't fully understand having your own individualized network whenever you could piggyback off of a big brand or network like Binance or Polygon. I just don't understand why a game would automatically do that and prevent themselves from growing bigger from a bigger brand. Just seemed a little bit too ambitious for the times. The Web3 space isn't even that big yet, and they're already trying to claim that they want to create their own network, they want to create their own game, and everything. Yeah, the A3 game I played for a little while, and that's trash. The game itself is good, but the economics and the way the tokens work is trash. And then they came out with the King of Fighters game, and that looks like another decent game, but I don't trust the economics behind that either. Yeah, Marblex has been terrible. I'm glad I got out when I did. That's about the only good call that I've made this entire last year. Exactly. You said it. I really want to take down that snake as soon as possible, so I'm going to move my rogues over a bit. I want this rogue to latch on to him. And the snake My snake can go over here in the corner. Let's actually move him over to keep him away from my snake. There we go. You've been getting your butt kicked in your investing decisions? I think Binance is going to be just fine. I think they will eventually pull it out of the murky water, and I think Binance will be around for a while. There's too many good projects built on Binance for it to just completely disappear. Binance, Polygon, obviously Ethereum. I think those are all safe bets. They're going to go up and down, but I think they're pretty safe bets. I'm still just relying on my crypto bots. Everything that I have goes into those, besides my scholarship programs. Come on. Come on. Way to go, Ramthy. Wave 13. Let's get rid of... What can we get rid of? We don't need him anymore. Don't need him anymore. Yeah, I do trading bots through Coinbase. This little guy's doing some damage back here. I think I win, but I didn't think he would take both of them out. Bitscap. It's the one that I prefer. I also paid $4,000 on training how to use it properly. So I wasn't just fooling around with it. I actually know how to sort of set them up well. I'm going to recreate him. Put him back out there. Where was it? This guy. Physical resistance and energy resistance. Both of them. They can both be over here as well. Pine script and trading view. Yeah, see, I've heard a lot of people have mixed reviews on trading bots, and a lot of people in the space were burnt by the trading bots basically using up their entire balance on bad trades. And so I was very skeptical going into it, but I found a guy who was claiming that he had really good training and knew what he was doing. Let's bond with this alluvial. So I found a guy that had his own training and everything, and thought that that would be a good thing to invest into. So I did. And I have not been disappointed. What is this guy? He's a mystic. Bulwark. Scion. Scion. Templar. Yeah, you're definitely going there. Definitely staying there. Let's add another rogue to the mix. That'll help out. I might lose. Maybe not. I win. Kano wins. Nice. So now we're facing some really big guys. Really big opponents. Can I upgrade the snake? Not quite. Let's get rid of the monkey. I want the snake. I only got 29 left. That does nothing. Well, could give me one of these guys. Oh my god. Axodon doesn't really do anything. I can't get rid of him though. I've already made 2 moves. I don't know about this one. If I lose my snake right here, things are going to start looking sketchy. Nah, I got it. Wave 17. Crunk. Bulwark, Colossus, Templar, Rogue, Arcanite. Definitely want to take him out. I don't know about this one. We'll see. I think I positioned them well. But again, we'll find out. Oh yeah. I did really good. Wave 18. We'll just keep going till I lose, I guess. I gotta take him out. I need another rogue. It's time for another rogue. I've gotta do something different, or I can switch him out to be a rogue. Nope. We don't have a rogue weapon. No rogue weapon. So, what can we do then? Axodon is no more. We'll get the Zephyr Lynx rogue. We'll put him over here. I need the 2 rogues. These are good. That looks good. The snake lived. That's bad. I was trying to kill it. There we go. Wave 18. That's all you get. I don't know. I feel like that was decent for not playing for a while. I haven't played this version of the game. I've just been playing Overworld. But that's all I got time for today. Thanks for tuning in, both of you guys. Appreciate it. I'm sure Guts is going to be watching the VOD replay because he got to miss some of that. I think he disappeared on us, maybe. But yeah, it gets more and more complicated. I don't have time to continue playing more of that. I've got to get some sleep and get up in time to do work tomorrow. So, yep, it was enjoyable. I wish I could stream more, but I have a lot of work to do these next few months. So, still planning on quitting my jobs and being a full-time streamer come October. So, I look forward to that, working towards that goal. If I can put enough money into these bots that we're talking about, they will make my income that I live on a daily basis, monthly basis from then on forward. And everything might be good. We'll see. But I'll see you guys around. If y'all have any questions, want to get in touch with me, you know where the Discord's at. I'll see you there. Peace.